Hi guys, Brad Dexter. I'm a physical therapist at QLI, and this is Juan. Juan has been working with me for a little bit, and he has a C4 level incomplete spinal cord injury. His spinal cord injury affected more of the central part of his spinal cord, and so he has weaker arms, still has a decent trunk strength and good lower extremity strength. One of the things Juan and I have been working on together has just been trying to improve his dynamic standing balance. So he's been able to walk with this assisted device, which is just a platform walker, for up to 1,000 feet with support from the back of it. And we're trying to see if we can get him upright walking without this support, maybe advance that to even standby assistance. And so we've started doing some exercises in standing that I like to do, just challenging him in multiple planes. And we'll go through a little bit of progression after he demonstrates, but I'm going to have Juan demonstrate moving forward and backward, and then also rotating side to side with this device. So Juan, let's go ahead. You'll notice his feet are, we'll try to have them about shoulder width apart. So can you move your feet shoulder width apart? You guys will notice that we have a translator for Juan too, so you hear her voice in the background. But Juan, let's go ahead and let's go forward and backward. So I'm asking Juan to try to generate some of this movement from his hips. He's leaning forward, not falling off that cliff, so to say, getting too far out, but being able to control that motion forward and backward. Again, we're just trying to simulate advancing this walker, being able to take a step without losing that control. Very good, Juan.
Muy bien, Juan.
Okay, and now let's rotate side to side.
Ahora vamos a rotarnos de lado a lado.
So this particular platform walker, again, has 4 wheels on it. I do have the option to lock the back 2 casters in place so that it maintains kind of a straight ahead position. I have them unlocked so that Juan can rotate right now. And then I'm just spotting on the sides. Ultimately, I would love to be able to pull my hands off of the walker and have him control this safely without losing his balance. But he's doing a very nice job, and we've come a long way even in the last couple of weeks of working on some of this. Again, I'm trying to ask him to control this movement from his hips, to generate it from his hips and not from his arms. His tendency when we first started was to just move the walker back and forth with his arms. And so I'll even come down at his hips and try to facilitate side to side at his hips so that he's generating that motion from down here. Very good, Juan.
Muy bien, Juan.
Okay, so another couple progressions that we'll do from here, and it doesn't have to be using this type of device. It can be changing the assisted device, right, using a cane. It could be using 2 forearm crutches, 1 forearm crutch. Maybe it's not using any forearm crutches at all. You can change where the driver is at, so to say, right? I'm asking him to kind of drive this motion from his hips. Perhaps we're giving him a cue to drive that motion from his shoulders. Maybe we're asking him to look over his shoulder. Maybe it's with the upper extremities, trying to reach over his shoulder to get the appropriate movement that we want. We can change his base of support, right? We can go narrow base of support. We can change the foot position so we're in more of a tandem stance, which might be a great progression next for him. You know, we're in a double stance here. If we move 1 foot out in front to make it a little bit more difficult for him, it will be a good transition for him. We can adjust the speed that he's doing this exercise. We can adjust the amount of resistance that he has, the surface that he's standing on. We can add vibration, and so there's a number of different things that we can change that makes this type of exercise fairly universal for folks that we're working with. If you guys have any questions or any comments on this video or the exercise that we're doing here, we'd love to hear from you below. And until next time.